What's up, guys, and welcome back to EarthBound. So, I can't believe I haven't showed this off yet. I thought I had, but apparently that must have been a failed recording. If you're over here by the desert sign, there you can pick up a package that has $1,000 in it. No joke. So, yeah, if you want to, use that money to gamble with the Sanchez brothers, you totally can. Now, today's episode is actually kind of a weird one for me, just because many people say that this next dungeon is one of the hardest, if not the hardest dungeon in the game. And I know that the LP curse is gonna screw me as soon as I say this, but I've never really had that big of a problem with it. So hopefully my luck will continue and we won't have too much issue. So the first thing you definitely want to do is head in here, and of course, sleep and save if you haven't done that already. Oh, you had to talk to this guy. I don't know why I was thinking about clicking the bed. I've been playing other games where you click the bed, so there's that. Anyway, yeah, so save here and head out here, and as you can see, some work's been done. You can actually go into the cave and whatnot. Now, if you get here and there aren't any people, it's because you didn't talk to the Topola, the Topola theater manager. I hate that name. So if you don't have any people here, go talk to her real quick and you can come back. And the healer's here. He'll be here to help you out if you need him, because you might actually need him. Broadcast from the dig, just small tidbits of information here and there from these people. And this guy sells some decent things, but the most helpful thing would be a wet towel, but since we're not going to be out in the desert, it's not going to affect us. But I need to go over some inventory stuff real quick. So as you can see, I've gotten rid of a lot of things. Ness is holding a whole bunch of things, and Paula is holding a whole bunch of things, but the number one thing you might notice here is that there's a ketchup packets here. Now that's for a very weird reason. I don't like using this exploit, but I want to show it off. Now, keep the ketchup packets where they are. You can buy them in Tucson, back in Berglund Park, which is where I did. Now, give the magic truffle to anyone that can hold it, and then pass it back to the person with the ketchup packets, and it'll go in after the ketchup packets. Now, like I said, it's an exploit, and I'll go over it later on, but just so you know, this is the setup you need. You don't have to have it in order like that, but the magic truffle has to be last in the inventory. So there's that. Now let's head on into the cave and get this monstrous cave taken down, because I don't think it's all that bad, but I just cursed myself a second time. I didn't have a problem digging until this. I found a maze. Lots of monsters appeared, so I couldn't proceed. There's 5 big moles. If I beat the monsters, I can continue on. I think I have a bleeding ulcer from worrying too much. I'm helpless to really do anything. Now, my recommendation for this is to actually have Paula at level 31, but we should be able to manage without that real quick. And here we have one of the first new enemies and one of the most deadly enemies. Here we have the thirsty coil snake. Other than the fact that it can poison you, it can't do an extreme amount of damage, but you definitely want to try to take care of it as quickly as possible. And you also want to conserve your PP, because this is a long dungeon and I don't want to have to keep going in and out and in and out and all that stuff. But yeah, you definitely want to take coil snakes out first and as quickly as possible, because they will poison you, and poison is the #1 killer in this cave. But yeah, so there's that one, which is slightly less dangerous than the next enemy. And as that guy said, this place is very maze-like, and it is very easy to get lost. In fact, I will probably get lost during this recording. I'm just going to kind of go with the go left pattern here, and hopefully make my way through without too much problems. Aw, crap, there's the most dangerous enemy. Alright, so let's go ahead and take it on. Haha, snake's stuck up there, so it can't do a damn thing to us. Alright, here we have the gigantic ant. As you can tell, it looks a whole lot like the Titanic ant, but a recolor and whatnot. you can use any PSI on it. Freeze or fire will do a lot of damage, and this thing can also poison you. It can also paralyze you, and it can also summon another gigantic ant. So it'd be very well worth your time to take it out as quickly as possible. Other than that, it can't do too much damage. I believe it has just low attacks, and we'll just punch him till he goes down. They do have a decent amount of defense and HP, so yeah, gigantic ants are the worst enemies to encounter in here. But it is a long cave, and it's slightly unavoidable. There are definitely better paths to take than my keep going left path, but yeah, so hopefully, if you're playing along, you'll pick a different path. I'm gonna go ahead and give this to the person who can use it the best, which is Jeff. And so yeah, we have to go through here and take down the 5 big moles he found. Haven't seen any moles, just seen a whole bunch of ants, and I despawned some. I'll probably be trying to despawn a lot of enemies in here just because of how dangerous they are. And I'm being a little bit crazy with my my PP usage, but you'll see why. It's the whole exploit and whatnot. I would suggest picking up a exit mouse just in case something bad happens and you need to get out. Picnic lunch, take that. You can get rid of the croissant, really, and the croissant will probably waste a ketchup packet, so I highly suggest just throwing away the croissants. Crap. Oh, great. So this is a bad situation, mainly because we have the 2 worst enemies here, and I highly suggest taking out the ant first and then the coil snake. I mean, it could be either or. It's kind of like the PEMDAS strategy. Both of these are multiplication and division, so take them out whichever way you feel best. I'm going to freeze beta the coil snake because freeze works best on the coil snakes, and I don't even know. I'm just gonna hope to take these guys down quickly. Alright, so at least we solidified the coil snake. This could be a 2-parter, this thing. Oh, okay, so it did a menacing smile, which is basically its waste of a move, because it doesn't do anything. It's kind of like the ducks. You can also find mad ducks in here. And mad ducks are really no problem until they, you know, destroy PP. And if they're in a battle with these guys and they stop your PP, that's not good because these guys, crap, no. All right, well, we're gonna have to cure Paula of her poison because that is a bad thing. And it left a chick, great. And Nest grew a level. I'm waiting for Paula to grow a level because at 31, Paula learns a fantastic move. Were we going down or up? We're going down, and we have a chick in our inventory, so that's going to be annoying. Alright, so Ness got poisoned during that one, so we got to heal him up. It's probably more worth your time to go buy some magical herbs or medical herbs or whatever, because you won't be using all your PP. However, you'll see in a little bit. I hate it, but whatever. Also, Paula gained a level there, so if we go over here, whoops, wait, yeah, it is. The A button, we can see her freeze gamma. This is a devastating attack, and this is the main reason why I say you should get her to level 31 before coming in here, because that is going to be the attack to save all attacks. And there's a bomb. Of course, we need to give that to Jeff. We'll give that to Jeff. Also, I think I'm actually going to use a double burger on Paula. Don't use the ketchup packet. Alright, good. So it only uses the ketchup packet if it's in the inventory of the person with the food. I'm going to go ahead and toss the chick. I'm also going to go ahead and toss the croissant. And I'm going to give the picnic lunch to someone other than Paula because I'm trying to give all my good healing items to Ness since he's the one most likely to survive in a fight. And we have a magic butterfly here, so that's helpful, and a mad duck, but we've seen them from a long time ago, and I don't think they're any different. Oh, but there's the last new enemy. here we have one of my favorite enemies, the Nooseman. I don't have any reason as to why I enjoy him as much as I do. I don't know why I'm also doing that, but Nooseman can't do hardly anything. You can use fire on him, but you don't want to waste your PP in here. So it's best to just bash the Nooseman and take them out before the ducks, because the ducks really don't do anything. The ducks really don't do a damn bit. But the Nooseman can kind of rack up the damage after a while. Yeah, but definitely a low threat, so... yeah, I just like the way they look in their name. And that is all the new enemies in here. Besides, well, you'll see. I think we're coming up on our first mole. And... oh, crap. That's just annoying. Get rid of those. Here we go. We have our first mole. Alright, so... I highly suggest healing up before going into this. But I think we'll be actually... I use a life up on Paula. During this battle, I will also be showing off the exploit. Maybe, actually. I am one of the masters of this hole. There are 5 masters in all. We are moles, of course. I believe I am the 3rd strongest among us. Take your best shot. Alright, so we have the 3rd strongest mole, number 3. Alright. Alright, so these guys, they have a shield on it, so you definitely want to avoid bashing them because it'll get sent back to you. It's a power shield, basically. So you want to have Ness defend and Paula use PSI freeze gamma on it, and also have Jeff defend. Now, if this kills it in one shot, I can't show off the exploit, and it's solidified, so that's fine. And it's able to move again. Now, the exploit. This has to be done in battle, and you have to have it set up the way I have it. If you use the magic truffle on anyone, and we'll use it on Paula, and it has a catch-up packet, it will put a catch-up packet on it, and it will recover 35 PP. Alright, now it's doing some damage, so we might want to take it out. We'll have Nest defend, and we'll have Paula PSI freeze alpha it, since the Gamma did a lot of damage on it. And we'll have him defend. Now, you might be wondering, what's the exploit? And you will see after this battle. And you will get quite a good amount of experience from these guys. And there is 5, so this is a great way to level up, which is why I say it's not as bad as people think, because, I mean, you get a whole bunch of experience through here. Now the exploit. As you can see, we still have the magic truffle in our inventory. It is the very last slot. Yes, that is the exploit. If you have the magic truffle last in the inventory after the catch-up packets and whatnot, you can use them in battle. You can use the magic truffle in battle. I keep stressing in battle. This cannot be done out of battle. It will actually use up the magic truffle out of battle. But you can do it in battle, and as many catch-up packets as you have is as many times as you can do it. So in theory, you could do it an infinite amount of times. You can keep this magic truffle forever. But I hate doing that exploit because this dungeon isn't really all that hard. I never used this exploit before until this recording, so I'm actually happy that it worked. But yeah, there's definitely some cheatiness to it. Ooh, Platinum Band. We'll actually equip that on, yeah, Paula, since she's our number 1 right now, and we'll sell the Silver Band later. But there's our first Guardian Digger. I'm gonna despawn those enemies, and we'll make our way through. Oh, I did not despawn them. I don't know if I'm far enough away to despawn them. Ah, screw it. I'll just take them down. Oh, they're running from me. We're so... oh, I guess they are ducks, though. The Noosemen will still run towards you, and all the new enemies will. Used PSI Beta there, or Rockin' Beta, and I probably shouldn't have to conserve my PP, but hey. I guess I could always just use the exploit. Alright, so let's continue our... I want to scroll those off. Or at least the snake, so I don't have to take on... ah, crap. He came in anyway. Yeah, so like I said, this is probably going to be a multi-episode dungeon, because it is a very, very long dungeon. But it's whatever. I probably should just use more of these. We'll use a picnic lunch on Paula, even though I don't think it really warrants it. Do we have anything else? Like a double burger in here or something? Thought someone else had a double burger, but apparently I was mistaken. I guess we could use the hand-aid. We've been carrying that around for a while. Now I'll just use the picnic lunch from Ness. Because you definitely want to keep Paula alive for here. Perfect. Right into battle. But I do want to get at least one more mole out of this episode, so we'll continue on. We will press on, keep going left is my strategy. There are ladders in here, but everything's on a linear path, so the ladders just take you to other areas of the cave. Kind of confusing. But not as confusing as Primer, so there's that. And here we have the next Guardian Digger. Yeah, we're good enough right here. I'm really the third strongest master. Wait a minute. Didn't the other guy say he was the third strongest? Now, I'll destroy you now. I think I said now twice there. Anyway, yes, as you can see, they will all, well, as you can't see yet, it's just been 2, but they will all say that they are the third strongest and whatnot, and that's why that big number 3 stands there. It's kind of annoying if you think about it, so we'll just have them defend and have her freeze and defend as well. The stronger that Paula is, she can take him down in one shot, but currently her special attack isn't that high. I say special attack because for lack of the better word. IQ maybe? Is that? The mechanics are kind of strange in this game. But anyway, there's number 2 taken down. Ness is up a level. Let's see. Anything good? HP by 3, and he learned power, or he learned shield beta. Very nice. Paula up also. Speed by 3, guts. IQ by 3. Very nice. Luck by 3. Wow, she got a whole bunch of good ones. And PP by 15. Hell yeah, that's the best part. Alright, so let's see what we got here. There's a PSI Caramel. Not that we need it if we use the magic truffle thing. And I might actually use that during this battle just to exploit. But of course, you know, I also have these PSI Caramels that I don't think I've ever used. So let's actually use one of these on Paula. Recovers 20 PP. So yeah, you don't really need to use the exploit. Alright, with all the cuts I've made, I'm not really 100% sure where all, or how long this episode's gonna be. I'm gonna scroll that enemy off screen real quick, and maybe I have to go a little bit further. Of course, now that I go up there, it's gonna be even worse. Nope, still the same, but it's only 1, so we'll take it out real quick. I think my ultimate goal is to take out 1 more Guardian Mole in this episode. And we're to the point now to where we can take down gigantic ants in 1 shot. And I'm actually going to start using ladders, so this is going to get really confusing. I highly suggest not taking my path. Can't get anything done with everyone being poisoned all the time. And I'm just going to use another healing item on her, so gosh. Another picnic lunch maybe? Stupid Paula eating all my food. And we'll also give her another PSI Caramel. See, I'm not using the Cheaty method, like, hardly at all, but it is there. I just probably won't use it. And we'll keep going left, even though there's a package down here with a calorie stick. Alright, so at least another healing item of sorts. Of course, there's no lefts right now, so we have to go defaulting to right. And here we'll have the 3rd and final Guardian Mole of this episode. I like how, is he going to be the 3rd strongest too? Because he is the 3rd. My strength falls between 2nd and 4th strongest masters. Do you want to test me? So yes, he is also the 3rd strongest. They are all the 3rd strongest. Very annoying, but kind of funny. So once again, we'll just take him down the same way as we always do. We'll grab the present, and I'll probably call the episode there. And yeah, like I said, these guys are very much easy. I guess that's the best way to describe it. I don't know how that guy didn't, you know, continue on digging, because these guys aren't that bad to take down. Though the poison, yeah, that's a little tough to take down. Maximum HP by 2, so Jeff's also getting screwed. I mean, sometimes I've seen it go as high as like 15, maybe 20 some. But yeah, we'll check this last present, and there's a coin of defense inside, and we'll actually equip that on. What does that do? Raises it, oh, lowers it down to 74, so we'll have to find out next episode. I'll probably do some management here on my inventory. But as you can see, once again, I only used it once for the magic truffle, so there's that. But yes, that is a trick that you can do. So yeah, we got a lot accomplished for as long as this stupid labyrinth maze is, and we took down 3 of the 5 moles. So next episode we will finish up the labyrinth and take down the final 2 moles, and hopefully get that guy in gear so he can start digging and finding some gold. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.